explained that global warming can't be a problem because God promised Noah that there wouldn't be another flood. Others are just supported by...
But why do you care about stupid people?
Stupid people. These people have power, and they're carrying out actions. They are carrying out the actions which are defunding possible efforts to do something about these crimes. Furthermore, they're backed by major concentrations of power. The major business lobbies, for example, have announced that they're funding big propaganda campaigns to convince people that this doesn't matter. These are serious issues. Incidentally, if we want to look at stupid people, we find them all over the place. For example, we happen to be right in the middle of a huge financial crisis, people have noticed. And you trace that back. A lot of it comes from a fanatic religious belief in what's called the efficient market hypothesis. It's pure fanaticism. Dominated the economics profession, dominated the Federal Reserve. The one consequence was that when an $8 trillion housing bubble developed, totally unrelated to any fundamentals, completely off the 100-year history of housing prices, the profession and the Fed, central bank, said it's not necessary to pay attention because they're efficient markets. I mean, is that very different from God promised Noah?
So, what do you do? Well, you have to decide whether you want to live in a democratic society or not. If you want to live in the kind of society that, say, Madison envisioned, okay, that's a choice. But it's certainly not necessary. Over the last couple of hundred years, there has been a very substantial extension of the right of the population, of the ability to participate and make a difference. It's not overwhelming, and there's always a struggle to beat it back, but there's no reason why that can't continue. And that's the alternative. It's not a matter of naming one party or another, but just changing the whole framework in which politics persists, largely because of the extremely narrow concentration of economic power. Which removes from the public arena most decisions that belong there. There's a major effort underway right now to reduce it even further. Well, you don't have to accept this.
Quite clearly, do you have the courage to tell us right now that you are pulling against us in Iraq and Afghanistan?
How do you distinguish between that kind of what you describe as terrorism and what they are saying, Osama bin Laden, who's a terrorist? Make the distinction.
It's very simple. If they do it, it's terrorism. If we do it, it's counterterrorism.
Check this, I am with none other than my main man, Professor Noam Chomsky. And him is going to explain about language. Why is studying language important?